All right, you guys, welcome in, gather around, take a seat, because this video is gonna be lengthy, and I could tell you that right now. So earlier this week, maybe like 2 days ago, it was like 2 days ago, something like that, I posted on my Instagram. Like I told y'all, it's lit on Instagram, so make sure you follow my IG. But yeah, so I posted on Instagram maybe about 2 days ago, and it was a post, and it was like something along the lines of, when you start to rub your period blood on your third eye, you're so powerful, or you'll realize your true power, or something along those lines. So you already know, everybody went berserk, like, what? Rub your period blood on your forehead? What are you talking about? So yeah, and then it was just like, it was so many people, like, I was just like, cause I'm really open, and I like when people DM me, and y'all excuse my nails, I'm going tomorrow. Like, I've been doing so much work making my baths, packaging up all my stuff that I got in store for y'all. I got some conjure oils coming. I got my Florida water. Right, matter of fact, let me set the mood real quick, cause oh my god. Yes. Oh my god, it smells so good. Whew. Yes, let me set the mood. But yes, and by the way, quick snippet, my Florida water has been charged under 7. My candle is getting really, really lit right now. I'm like, what's going on? Like, hold up. Like, is it okay? Do I need to put it in something or what? Let me put it right here. But yeah, y'all. So, yeah, it's going crazy over there. But yeah. So, it's been charged under 7 moons. I started it, 7 new and full moons. I started it on the Scorpio full moon, and I've been charging it under the moon ever since then, and it's also gathered stronger power because of that. But okay, with that being said, back to business. First things first. So, blood magic, because that is a form of blood magic. If you're taking I'm just going to get the basic knowledge, and then I'm going to go ahead and explain, like, in depth. But basically, when you're rubbing your blood magic is very, 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 very powerful. And that's a disclaimer. Very powerful. And just the event of you rubbing your third eye without your blood, just penetrating that pineal gland. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah, doing that helps to strengthen and open your third eye. So with it being with blood, you could imagine the combination, right? It's very, very empowering, and also it's just really deep when it gets to your third eye. And I'm gonna explain that half of it at the end of the video, and then I'm gonna go ahead and explain the blood magic aspect first. So, first off, blood magic. You can do spells. I got my notes, y'all, because I didn't want to forget nothing. You can do spells, rituals, or sacrifices. Now, blood is a life source. Blood is a life source. It's powerful. Imagine your body with no blood. It's no life. But when you add blood to things, it brings a life source. Okay? So, just saying that, you can imagine how serious anything with blood is. Like, when you're doing blood magic, it's very, very serious. When you make a tie with blood, it cannot be undone. And I'm sure there's ways where you can try and, you know what I'm saying, work some way out of it. But When you tie yourself in something with blood, it is what it is. You're tied. Your blood connects you to your ancestors, your generations that came before you. So when you think about tying yourself with somebody else's blood or tying your blood to someone else, think about the fact that you're tying a whole lineage, like you're tying your whole existence to them. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Now, first and foremost, like I said, it's a tie that cannot be broken. It's a connection to your bloodline. Another thing to know that with your blood, you can break generational curses. Because blood is so powerful, your blood is your DNA. You know what I'm saying? That's what runs through you, what connects you to life. So you can break, since it connects you to your ancestors as well, you can break generational curses with blood. Period. If you have a generational curse. And I would make sure that I do have a generational curse before I go to break a generational curse. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think that they have curses on them. And a lot of times it's limited beliefs. It's something that somebody else done told them, and that they need to take those thoughts and those things that those people have put on them. They just need to be released from those things. So I would say when you are wanting to do something so serious, make sure that you're doing the work. Like, don't just, this is your first, like, this is not something that you want to do when you just now starting magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is serious, and I cannot stress that enough, and that's a disclaimer. Like, please be safe, be clean, all of that. Period. The next thing, now, people ask, can you use, like, so, you know, it's women that cannot have cycles anymore, and whatever the case may be. So, for women, I personally use menstrual blood, but I also like to use my own blood because I am on birth control, and I don't have my period often, so I'm not able to just rely on me being able to get my blood all the time, or knowing that it's going to happen every month. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I go months and months, and like I've been a year without a period. So what do you do in that instance? You know what I'm saying? So with that, you can prick your finger, like the thing at the doctor's, prick your finger with that, take that blood. It's different ways you can store the blood. People put it in oil, mix it with alcohol, freeze it, let it dry, and use let it dry and chip it and use that in their workings. It's so many different ways you could do it. But yeah, if you cannot use your menstrual blood and you don't want to do those things to get blood, I don't recommend that you do blood magic, because you don't want to use somebody else's blood. Like, a lot of people think that, oh, well, if it's tied me to my generations and my ancestors and whatnot, why can't I use my daughter's blood? Or why can't I use my son's blood? Or why can't I use my sister's blood? Like, no, that's not you. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm in my family, but I'm very different from my family. I'm like an outcast. Like, they do things very different than me. Like, we're two different. We're very different. So it's just like, I wouldn't want to go with one of their blood to use on one of my spells that I'm trying to manifest something, and it's their blood, and it doesn't even tie to what. I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody had texted me, y'all. I didn't want them to be ringing the doorbell and interrupt my video, but anyways. But yeah, it's very serious, and you don't want to use somebody else's blood because it's not connected to you. It's not your DNA. Yes, it may be your family member, but at the same time, it's not you. Okay, so you can get it the way I told you. Prick your finger. Don't cut. Don't make no big. Don't be slinging your wrists, cutting your arms and stuff. Don't be doing all that. Like, I am not condoning that in whatsoever matter. That is not what I'm saying at all. I'm just gonna make that clear. Don't do none of that stuff. And if it is a trigger for you, and you are someone who may have dealt with cutting yourself or putting self-harm to yourself, then maybe this may not be the magic for you. I will say this: before you perform blood magic, you want to make sure that it is something that you're very, 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 very serious about, that you've thought on for quite some time, and you're like, okay, this resonates with me, and this is what I need to be doing. You really want to think about it, okay? All right. The next thing, with blood magic, you can do spells to heal 1111. You can do spells to heal illnesses. Say if you are dealing with some type of serious illness, you can use your blood and spell work to cure yourself, and it works for a lot of people. So that might be something that you may want to try. And it's very powerful because when you think about it, like I'm telling you, your blood is the life source. Blood is life source. Using it in your work brings life to your work, okay? And this is by no means saying that you have to do blood magic and that you won't be able to manifest without it, things like that, such and such and such. No, I'm not saying that at all. Some people don't use any blood magic, and they are very successful, and they manifest things into their life still. But if you would like to, it is a lot of power and a lot of strength in using blood magic, and I personally do myself. Okay, now, all right, where was I at? Another thing. So when you're doing blood magic, whether you're doing it for money, whether you're doing it for health, whether you're doing it for love, any of that, and I will get to the love aspect because I know that's what everybody waiting for. What about putting the blood in his spaghetti? What about this, and that, and the third? Okay, I know y'all ready for it. I'm coming at the end of the video. But yeah, so when you are doing blood magic, this is something that's going to be very permanent. So writing your petition is very serious. When you write your petition, you want to make sure that you are very sure upon what you want to manifest, and you want to make sure that you're clear on it, okay? Like I told y'all in my petition video, and if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But you want to be very, very clear and precise. When you're doing blood magic, you don't want to leave room for, you know what I'm saying? You just don't want to leave room for any misunderstandings, any of that. We don't want to leave room. We want to be direct, and we want to go straight to the point. Okay? Period, point blank. Go watch my petition video. Go watch somebody else's petition video before you do that blood magic, and make sure that you got the petition all the way right. All right, next. What was I at? Oh, another thing. So when you are doing blood magic, it is gonna take, it may not, but I don't know. For me, I am an individual who suffers from low blood, and my iron is low a lot of the times. So I don't really think this has nothing to do with it though, because I know people that do blood magic and this happens to them too, and they don't have low iron. So I'm just putting that out there, but I do. So I just gotta be 100% with y'all. Period. But but people and myself, it's very powerful magic. So just me doing my regular spells it will have me a little bit exhausted. I can't lie. Depending on Like with my collective candle burns, like I'm not cheating y'all. I'm giving y'all like real services. I'm taking time to dress y'all candles. I'm spending that energy and I'm singing songs to go with what y'all trying to get. I am putting that energy into y'all candles, and I'm trying to make sure that y'all are able to manifest those things that you're lighting those candles for. After that, I feel tired. I may have been sitting just like this, focusing my energy, but I'm tired. I am physically tired, even though I didn't do anything. With blood magic, you may feel lightheaded, you may feel weak, you may feel dizzy, things like that. Because it's so powerful, it may not hit you. It may not hit you right after. It may hit you right then. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's powerful. And when you're putting your energy into stuff, just make sure that you take it slow. If you never did a blood magic spell, don't try to do the biggest and utmost spell. Take your time with it. You know what I'm saying? And I will be doing a blood magic spell on my channel. It's gonna be in the new year, y'all, because I gotta get y'all natal chart video out. Check it out, if you need to know about your natal chart. And I gotta get y'all chakra video out. And I got to get the cord cutting video out. And I'm not playing, okay? It's all coming out before Christmas. And I'm on it and I'm not stopping. And I also will be doing an eggshell video to tell you how to use eggshells for protective work and protective uses. But yeah, so we back. So yeah, so even the day after, you want to just give yourself time to rest, okay? After any spell, you really want to give yourself time to rest. You don't want to overwork yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am so bad for doing it to myself, like with my own magic, like especially like if you know what I'm saying, like especially in the beginning, like I used to go hard, like I used to go so hard. I still go hard, but it's all about conditioning yourself. You know what I'm saying? Once you get conditioned, then you can build, add more candles to your work. You could light 5 candles at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like I was doing stuff like that, like I'm lighting 5 candles. I'm over here doing this. I'm doing this to counteract that. You know what I'm saying? Putting that real work in, and I'm exhausted, okay? And it will have you so exhausted, you will wonder why, like, you be feeling lazy and all this other stuff, and you're like, no, you was working. You was putting in the real work, okay? So, yeah. Make sure that you get your rest, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself, okay? So, another thing, I wouldn't recommend doing blood magic with a practitioner. I mean, if you're there with them to, you know what I'm saying, really, they kind of guiding you and doing your own spell type situation. But I really wouldn't recommend you giving your blood to a practitioner and having them do it for you. That's just me. Personally, you can do what you want to do. But me personally, I don't agree with that. I don't think that that's smart. I think that it's your blood. You need to be handling it. That is something that you need to work yourself. That is a spell that you need to do. You may could have them do something like with my collective candle spells. Like you can have them light a candle with you. But giving them your own blood, I don't recommend that whatsoever. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. And I'm going to say it one more time. I don't recommend that. Okay. Another thing. Blood is addicting. Okay. Think about that when we start talking about the love. It is an addictive, it's addicting. Okay. It's very strong and it has power. Okay. Alright, so another way you can get your blood when you're in your menstrual, you can either put a cup down there and just put a lid on it, store it like a small little jar. You can do, let me move my incense. My bad, y'all. My little incense. Alright, but yeah. So you can get a cup, put it down there. You can use your tampon and squeeze the blood out of there. whatever whatever your stomach can stand, because I know I can't do the tampon thing. Like, that's just, I mean, maybe, but I don't know. Like, that's just, you know what I'm saying? That's just, I'd rather hold a cup down there. Make sure that you're being clean. Clean around that cup. Before you prick your finger, clean your finger. Clean your finger. Wash your hands. I don't know who need to hear that, but wash your hands. Wash your hands. I'm sorry, y'all. It's late. It's the Great Conjunction. I'm lit. Jupiter, Saturn, they lit with me. Like I told y'all should have got it like the candle reader to tell you, like, we about to manifest some shit. Okay, I mean, oh my God. Oh. Y'all know how I be. I be trying not to cuss. It's coming out today. I don't know. But yeah, y'all. I'm finna manifest, okay? I'm doing the full moon in Cancer. I'll be having a video on that as well soon too, y'all. But yeah. So, the tampon, okay. You can also give blood as a, like, sacrifice-wise. You can give to, well, I'm going to go over sacrifice, ritual, and then spell. And do it that way, and then I'm going to go into the love right after that. But yeah, with, what was that? Oh yeah, other than using the tampon, that's what I said it already. What about, the sacrifice. So for sacrifices, now I personally don't agree with sacrificing animals. That's just my opinion. Not that it's wrong or right. I just don't agree with that, and it just doesn't resonate with me. When you are sacrificing animals, if you're sacrificing it to a deity or a god, goddess, please make sure that that is something that serves them. Okay, make sure that they like that. Because a lot of people be wanting to do sacrifices for deities, and it's like, do you even know that deity? Do you even know that deity is a vegetarian? That deity doesn't even like meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, know who you're working with. Okay? Know who you're working with. When you're doing blood magic, do your research. Go online. Don't just take what I'm telling you. Go online. Watch videos. Go on Google. Read articles. Read blog posts. Take notes. Take notes during this video, because I'm dropping a lot of gems. I'm giving y'all a lot of tips. I'm letting y'all know. The rundown. Take notes. Pull out a pen and paper. Don't be scared to pull the pen and paper out, because we don't never stop learning. Okay? Period. So, you can sacrifice animals to deities, things like that. Sacrifice, when you think about sacrifice, you think about two religions, like Christianity. They do communion, which is blood. A lot of other religions do blood things because blood has power, tying them in. Like, that's why I never understand, like, why Christians always be like, oh, witchcraft this, witchcraft that, but you're doing witchcraft. I don't know. It just doesn't sizzle in my spirit, right? Because it doesn't make sense. But yeah, and another sacrifice that you can do that I do is you can give blood to the earth and help ground yourself. That's another thing that will help take away, like, karmic debt and that your ancestors may have, or generational curses. Giving your blood to the earth. You can just do the same way. Prick it, or if you have it stored up, you did it already, do a little 2 drops. You don't need a lot. That's another thing that people get confused. You do not need a lot of blood when you're working with blood magic. I'm telling you, I dress my candles. I'm going to just let y'all know how I mainly use it. But I tie myself to money and my business. And just not specifically like my business, but as an entrepreneurship. I tie myself to that. And I dress candles that deal with those things with my blood. I do that. Y'all, these necklaces irritating. Okay. So sacrifice, did that. I'm not really into the sacrifice of animals, so I can't really give you much info on that, and I don't want to tell you anything that's not right. So, you know what I'm saying? You take that for how you want to take that. But I do know that like with my eggshells, I use eggshells as protection and whatnot, and some people don't like to get certain eggshells because, especially like the ones that's been caged, because they feel like they lived a hard life, this, and the third. So if you're doing a sacrifice with an animal, I would say not to get an animal that you think might have had stress. You want to give the best of the best, okay? And that's all I'm gonna say on that, because I don't do that, and I don't know. I don't want to speak on things I don't know, and I'm have people watching my videos. So yeah. But yeah, so next, rituals and spells. Ritual is something that you do reoccurring. A spell is a spell. It's a one-time thing. Ritual is something you do reoccurring. You wake up every day, you brush your teeth. You wake up every day, you wash your face. You wake up every day, you put clothes on. Your morning ritual. You know what I'm saying? People throw words out of proportion. We do rituals every day. So let's be real. Let's be clear. Okay? Now, a blood ritual. For women, you can do it every time your menstrual cycle comes. If you have a monthly every month, it will be good for you to do it every time your cycle comes on. And not saying that you have to, not saying that would be good for you. You know what's good for you. But if you have that, then you will have that ability. The option will be available. So you may use it in money spells. You may use it in sex spells. You may, different things, you know, sex magic and blood magic. They kind of close, you know. Blood is definitely higher up in my opinion. But sex magic, I use that too. But yeah, so rituals, you can do different type of rituals. Like maybe you give a blood sacrifice. I mean, not a sacrifice, but maybe you do a blood ritual every 3 weeks or every 4 weeks or every 2 months. It doesn't have to be, you know, every time you have a cycle. I'm not saying that at all. Now, I'm doing rituals and spells together because you can do a spell recurring. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, what you want to do is you want to get like a white or a red candle because, and then if you're doing some type of dark magic, I really don't use blood in dark magic. I don't really practice much dark magic. I really don't practice dark magic for real like that. It's very rare. But I do defend myself with my magic. So, you know, some say that's dark. Some say it's not. Whatever the case may be. But, yeah, I can't really speak on using blood and dark magic because I don't really know. I don't do that because we want to remember that blood is tying you. It can, once it's done, it's done. Okay? So, yeah, so that's why I choose not to just partake in that on that aspect. But yeah, so you want to use a red or white candle. Those white can be used for anything, and red, of course, you know, goes with that. So now we're going to go to the love aspect. Another candle that you can use for blood magic is a penis candle. And now we're going to talk about, well, Genesis candle, whatever they call it. Even a vagina candle, period. These are my favorite candles, by the way. But yeah, so also you can even use a like one of these come to me candles. But you can even use it in like separation, like separating people. You can even use it in court case. You can use them in any spell. So don't think that it's just for love, you know what I'm saying, or it's just for this. You can use anything. Money, court case, love, prosperity, whatever you want to use it in. Now with love. So if you have this type of candle, some things you can do. If you're on your menstrual cycle, You can insert it or take your finger down there, get some blood, rub it on the candle, act like, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're trying to achieve, whoever you're trying to work, put that energy into the candle and massage your blood onto the candle as you're thinking your intent, okay? And massage it like you would if it was theirs, okay? Now, let's talk about, my bad, something had crossed my mind. But I was going to say, and catnip would be another good thing to use with it because it's, you know, it's very strong, attracting. But yeah. So, the next thing I was going to say, dang, what was the next thing I was going to say? The penis candle. No, I didn't just lose track of my thought. All right, y'all. I'm sorry about that. It cut off again. But yeah, so like I was saying, another thing that people like to do is have sex during their period, which is very, very powerful, or have him give you head while you're on your period. Now, this is not something that you do with the dude that you only been with for 6 months, a year, and you just think this is just it. I mean, if you know, you know, it's up to you. But no, I don't agree with that. But yeah, so me personally, I feel like you know, but it's just like I give things time. You know what I'm saying? So I would give it, depending on whatever time feel comfortable, like when you actually feel really comfortable with tying somebody to you for the rest of your life. Now, the next thing, putting it in food-wise, like putting it in spaghetti and things like that, you only need 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops. You don't need a whole bowl of blood in this man's spaghetti, okay? Now, I don't cook with it. I ain't gonna lie. Because you can really have a man going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can really have a man going crazy. You want to be very careful with who you do these things with, because you will end up with a freaking stalker and you will be mad and you will not understand why he won't leave you alone, okay? I'm just saying, like, me personally, I don't know what's going to happen with time. I'm not trying to have nobody irritate me and just won't leave me alone and whatnot. I ain't got time for that. So period. But you know what I'm saying? To each his own. You can also cut out the middle of your panties. Cut it out. Boil with the noodles. If you don't want to do the blood, boil with the noodles. That's another trick. Y'all know something. Then another way you can do with the blood would be, you could put it like a drop in his wine. Just, you know what I'm saying? You can really choose what you would like to use it for. Now, I'm going to give the disclaimer once again. I do not recommend blood magic with something that you're not sure about. This is something that you want to be very definite and sure about, okay? Now, this video is running really long, and I got to do the third eye part, so I'm finna try to hurry up and get through it. So I don't want to miss nothing, but I don't want to keep y'all here all day. But if y'all don't care and it's just good and y'all entertained and y'all learning, write down in the comments, like, keep going to, or I'm going to keep the line out of it, but y'all can just write down there something encouraging or whatever. Y'all are so sweet anyway. I love y'all so much. Thank you for all y'all kind words that y'all always give me. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so yeah, so that's pretty much with the sex magic. And then with the blood, you just want to be very, very careful with that. You know what I'm saying? It's very serious, and I want you to take it as such. Now, rubbing your third eye. So now I'm just going to talk about rubbing your third eye, like without anything else included, without blood or anything like that. Just rubbing your third eye and activating your pineal gland. Can't talk tonight, school, whatever. Excuse me, y'all. My candle box. Get out of the frame. All right. Okay, so to see through your third eye, you have to transcend duality and ascend past what we see physically. Your third eye is, you know what I'm saying? It sees on another plane. It's not like seeing with your regular eyes. Now, when I say dualism is the idea of the universe and the nature of existence consists of two realities like mind and matter, or God in the world, right? Okay, so put the energy on feeling in your heart and imagine using visualization and feeling and imagery, and imagine having a cord connecting from your heart all the way to your third eye. Imagine a cord connecting from your heart all the way to your third eye. Close your eyes. Imagine that cord coming up, connecting to your third eye. We imagining that, right? Now, all right. Now, as you're imagining that, you want to imagine it with intention, okay? Close your eyes, look up, and focus your breathing and your visualization. Think about, just visualize your heart and think about that love coming up to your eye. Lean back and start to visualize a light coming from from your heart and up to your third eye. You may want to touch it. You may want to anoint it with some holy water. You may want to, if you got special oil, things like that. Now, what we're talking about in this video is blood. So anoint your third eye with your blood. Take that same visualization technique, anoint your third eye with your blood, and I promise you that it will change your thinking and your seeing. You will be able to see things so much more on a deeper level, and way deeper than the shallow way of thinking on earth. Like, you will be able to really see. You know what I'm saying? Like, it will very much enhance. If you're having a problem tapping into that third eye energy, try that. Even if you try it without the blood, try it, okay? Try it. It works. But with the blood, it makes it very, very, very powerful. And you will be surprised at the things you may see, visions you may get. It just opens up to just, you know what I'm saying? It just opens up a gateway and a portal of deeper knowing, basically. So, yeah. So, I hope I didn't spook y'all with the blood magic. I'm going to give y'all a blood magic spell to do. Not on this video, because this video is hella long, and I'm going to do another one. But, yeah, I hope y'all have an understanding. If you don't, you're still confused, ask me some more questions. I'll make another video, follow-up video to make it better understand for you. But please remember that when you're practicing blood magic, be safe. Be safe. Make sure that it resonates with you. Make sure that you take time to make sure that it resonates. And make sure that whatever you're doing blood magic for is something that you want to be tied to forever. You know what I'm saying? So take it very serious. Don't take it lightly. And that's my disclaimer. Thank you guys so much. Go check out my Etsy. I have my new baths up there. I have new baths. Period. Okay. So go check out my Etsy. I have new baths. I have some Florida water. It smells amazing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, share this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And I just want to thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate you guys. And if you're not following me on Instagram, it's lit. So you need to go over there, add my Instagram right now, because that's where I posted the post at originally. Wouldn't even be here without the IG. So period. Go add my Instagram. And thank you so much. I love you guys. And I hope you guys have a beautiful Jupiter and Saturn conjunction. We are in new energies. Things are shifting. Things are changing. Now is the time for you to take action in your life. If this is not a better time, or if this is not the time, this is the time to take action. This is the time to change your life. This is the time where you can really transform into whatever being that you are trying to be, and you may have had resistance. Because not only that, but don't quote me, but I think it's Capricorn is coming out of a place of like a 3-year placement that it was in, and it's really opening doors for a lot of people. And it's been 3 years since it's been out of that placement. Since it's been in the placement that it was in, and now things are opening up. So make sure that you stay tuned with the astrology. I will be giving a full moon video, letting y'all know the rundown, whatever. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. So much, so much, so much. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on DM. Hit me up on the Etsy. Wherever. Okay? Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I love y'all. Peace, love, and light. And have an amazing rest of the year. Thank you so much.